Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how to turn $1,000 into a fortune with a cryptocurrency portfolio, with a crypto portfolio you can use to actually make money, and we're going to do this right now. So a lot of you have been asking me to give you a crypto portfolio that you can follow so you can make money in crypto, so you can make profits. And really it does depend with how much money you actually start with, how much risk tolerance you have, and so on. But most of you seem to be asking for the $1,000 mark, so that's what we're gonna do today. Now in this portfolio, I'm not gonna include Bitcoin, and the reason is we wanna take profits into Bitcoin so we can accumulate Bitcoin. See, the basic rule of the thumb is altcoins will make you rich, but Bitcoin will make you wealthy. Let me say that again. Altcoins will make you rich, but accumulating Bitcoin will make you wealthy. Now, of course, you could be taking profits into anything else you want, whether it's US dollars or euros or you name it. I'm just saying, let's go with Bitcoin. We're in the beginning of a bull run. We're gonna have a bull run for the next 1 or 2 years. Why not accumulate Bitcoin? That way, you can still be exposed to cryptocurrency, make more profits while preserving that wealth, if you will. And you can always use that Bitcoin to buy the dips, buy altcoin dips whenever we have them. And that's what we're going to be doing. Our portfolio and strategy is going to be changing with time, and I'm going to be making more videos to expand this video, if that makes sense. So once this $1,000 becomes $10,000 or so, we're going to make another video on how to make a portfolio with $10,000 to go to, I don't know, $50,000 or $100,000. Does that make sense? So if you don't want to miss those videos, make sure you subscribe down below and hit the bell notification button so you don't miss them. So our first cryptocurrency is gonna be Ethereum. Now there's a few reasons why you want Ethereum to be within this portfolio. First of all, it's the king. It's the king of DeFi, it's the king of NFTs, and basically it's the most used blockchain right now. And yes, of course, this can change, but there's a lot of innovation on Ethereum. Also, its all-time highs was around what, $5,000? It can easily double that in a bull market. And right now, it's at 1/10 of that or 1/8 of that. Also, if everything goes to shit, Ethereum has the best chance to reclaim and take its all-time highs, or at least previous all-time highs. So it gives you some safety, but it also has potential to grow and sustain that growth, so to speak. So out of $1,000 that we're gonna be investing into this portfolio, we'll put $200 into Ethereum. Now, yes, Ethereum should be a bigger position in your portfolio, and not to include Bitcoin is crazy. But we're not gonna go conventional here. We're gonna go try and make a fortune with $1,000. So let's keep Ethereum at a minimum, and let's look at other cryptocurrencies we wanna get into. The second cryptocurrency we're gonna be getting into is Solana, and we're gonna get into $150 or so of Solana. Now I know what you're gonna say, Paul, Solana is great, but it's never working, it's always down, and I understand that. But if you really think about it, think of Windows. Windows used to go down all the time, you used to get blue screens, never really worked, but now everyone pretty much uses Windows. It's become the standard in PC. Well, the same thing is going on with Solana. If you look at the investors and if you look at what's going on, even though there's so many outages, Solana keeps rising up again. Look, bottom line is Solana has a lot of investors, and investors believe in Solana. So Solana is going to be included in its portfolio. Next up, we're going to have Matic or Polygon. Look, Matic is doing great. A lot of people are building on Matic. It's a great layer 2, but it's also taking over the gaming industry. A lot of people are migrating over there, and even we used Matic for our assets for BitBulls because we saw that it just makes sense. It's also taking market share, it's very fast, but just look at the price action. If Matic clears its all-time highs, and it's been very close, it keeps on hitting its all-time highs, well, the more you hit something, the weaker it gets when it comes to technical analysis. But if that breaks, it should have a clear blue breakout, a sky blue breakout. And I think it's going to surprise a lot of people. A lot of people are going to be left with their pants down wishing they got into Matic. Next up, we're going to need some sort of metaverse token. So let's just say Sandbox here, or you can go with Mana. You can go with Sand or Mana. It's pretty much the same thing. We don't know which one's going to win, but let's put another 150 in one of these two projects here. See, the thing with Metaverse is very simple. Sand and Mana, Decentraland, are the two key players here, and a lot of companies are getting into them with advertising. Now, I know a lot of people that use the platform, they say it sucks, but it's still early stages. That said, when you have companies like Nike, Adidas, and so on getting involved in these metaverses, competition has no choice but to follow. Even if they think it's going to drop like a plum, they have to follow. Why? Because if they do not, and it actually goes up, they're going to lose market share. They're going to lose market share from their competition. Whilst if it goes down, it's just an expense which they have to do anyway because their competition is getting involved. So they really don't have a choice. Now, as companies enter into these metaverses, news is going to come out that they're entering, causing hype and more people, retail, getting into those projects. So you need to be into those projects. Next up, we want to get into AI. Now, this can be with Singularity Net, Ajax, or Valiot, or it can be one of your favorite cryptocurrencies when it comes to AI. But basically, AI is going to be the sector that's going to take a lot of hype in this bull run. We've already seen this. I told you it's going to happen, and it did, but we're going to see more. It hasn't even started yet. And as new AI technology goes into the mainstream, this is going to hype up the cryptocurrency market. Already, you see a lot of projects using the word AI, even though they don't have AI within them. They're just using it for marketing, for hype purposes, and that's fine. Now, even though Singularity is a good cryptocurrency when it comes to AI, price action wise, you may want to get into the graph, which is actually not really AI, but AI projects won't work without the graph. Think of it as an oracle within AI. Oracles take information outside the blockchain and feed it to Ethereum. Well, the same thing kinda happens with the graph. It takes information and feeds it to the AI. So most AI projects use something like the graph to be able to work, to be able to function. So what we're gonna do is pick Singularity or the graph right here. That's GRT. And we're going to put $100 into this so we can be left over with some more money so we can put into other projects. By the way, feel free to get into both of them. So we've used 750 euros and we have 250 euros left. And what we don't have yet is a gaming token, some sort of gaming token, which should do very well this bull run. So for this portfolio, I'm going to pick Gala Games. Now, Gala has a few projects or a lot of games running on it. So think of it like an ETF when it comes to crypto gaming. I think it should do very well. Now, of course, there are other cryptocurrencies you can use instead, but we're going to use Gala for this portfolio. And we're going to actually put $150 into it, leaving us with only $100 left for this portfolio. So what's the last cryptocurrency we're going to pick? What's our last cryptocurrency we're going to choose for this crypto portfolio? Well, we're going to choose an ISO 20022 cryptocurrency, and we're going to choose the best one in that category, in my opinion. And yes, there's Algorand, there's Hedera Hashgraph, there's a whole bunch of cryptocurrencies out there that can take this spot, but we're going to use XRP. And the reason we're going to use XRP is A, they're probably going to win the court case, and B, it's so hyped up with retail right now. Everybody thinks it's going to go $10,000 that as soon as they win the SEC case, if they win the SEC case, it should go up in price. Now, I don't think it's going to go up to $10,000. Or let me rephrase that. It's not going to go to $10,000, but you should have a pretty good profit margin from XRP. Namely, I see XRP easily going to $4 to $7 if it breaks its prior all-time highs. It can even go up to $10 in a hyper bull market. And that is really good profit. So here is your crypto portfolio with $1,000. Ethereum, Solana, Matic, Sand or Mana, Ajax or GRT, USD, Gala, and XRP. Now make sure you subscribe down below because I'll be creating continuation videos on this portfolio, but also other portfolios, more degen portfolios, more safe portfolios for you to follow and for you to emulate. By all means, it's not financial advice, and if you want the perfect trading strategy for you to follow, check out this video right here or check out this video here recommended by YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.